Okay, hold on, you're getting ahead of me.
It's alright.
Take
It's
special
not the right.
top. It doesn't fit.
Nope, I have one.
Oh, fast.
I have a big one. And what we do is, just in case this leaks, just in case this valve leaks, or you have bad passionate sex out here and you happen to hit this valve, what's going to stop you is this other plug in here. This is a plug, a rubber plug that we put in here.
Okay, so then plug, is that an intake?
This is an intake.
Yeah, plug, intake, in basket container.
Okay, so now what we're going to do next is, there's still some water in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know this is empty, right? This is the filter.
Right.
We're going to pull this plug. Water freezes and expands when it freezes, so. Now, do you have anything in here? Have you used this at all?
We better look.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. What we're going to do is open this up,
Okay.
and this is your new water cycler, and this is going to drain the water out of it. There's no water in it. Once again, the plug goes into your basket for next year, and then there's a plug here on the left side lower. We take that out, and any water that's in there is going to flow out.
Okay, so you leave those open.
I'd leave those open, and in the next month or two, it's all going to evaporate.
Okay.
Now, here's the tricky one. Back under and back of the pump here,
Uh-huh.
there's an exact one like this, a duplicate. It's
Okay.
right here. We can either try and get it out, or I can open this up and drain it. Okay, it's the same hole here. I don't pull mine out, so what I'll do is open this up. So, you see what we have here?
Uh-huh.
We're done here. We're going to put this back on, and what I'm going to do is open up your pump. You take off the little wing nut. And just back the filter off. A little bit of water came out. Okay, we're going to take a look. It looks good. The gasket's still in good shape. Water drained out. I'm going to put it back together. And there's a key at the top of the pump. And we put it back together.
Where's the key?
What I mean the key is, it's a little plastic thing here, and there's a groove here, and it only goes in one direction.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and what I'm going to do is put this back together. Doesn't have to be tight, because you're going to use it next year. You're going to have to open it up next year, or tighten it up next year. You want it loose because everything's going to evaporate. So, in review, this is what I always do. Believe it or not, I always do it. We emptied this.
Right.
Here's your valve.
When did you open that all the way?
Now, no, I meant we emptied this. We took the filter out. We drained it out the bottom. So it's empty. There's no
Right.
water in there. Your valve goes over to what they call winterize. Well, winterize means it's open.
Okay.
There is no notch for winterize. It's in the middle, which means the valve in there is open, so everything is circulating. when we came across to here, our slide is drained, right? You saw it blow out.
Right.
Our intakes, both of them are done, correct?
Yes.
And we got this closed and the valve in here. We drained this, didn't we? We drained this.
Mm-hmm.
We have this
And
drained.
Drain that.
These are already done because we backflowed them. This is open and that's open. And that's it.
So these two stay open all year.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and they're breathing.
Okay.
Now, what you have to remember is this. These are the 4 things that need to go back in there. They're in the
Okay.
basket.
Okay.
And 1 goes here, 2 go here, and 1 goes here.
Okay.
And then the only other thing is your pressure relief valve, or your pressure valve over there. This one.
Right. Well, yeah, and that's open.
That's open, and it's going to breathe.
Right.
Now, the only other thing I would do if I were you is I would shut off your gas here. Okay. We already have the valve off. I think that's yours.
Okay.
Okay. So your valve is off. Now, in the house, you want to shut off your.
You said the valve is off.
This one. Yep.
Okay.
Your gas valve. Your.
We could have turned it on at the same time we were doing all this, right?
Yeah. Anytime.
Okay.
You just want to make sure. Now, the only other thing that I would do if I were you is take off your discharge here. And that's up to you.
What's that?
You have it on with bungee strips.
Oh. It ain't gonna do nothing. There's no water in there.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, we're good.
This
If
is
it
on
was, it
winterized.
would
See how
concern
it's
me.
up and not in a
Yeah,
notch?
well that makes sense to me.
It's not in a notch. It's
Yeah.
a notch is here, that's closed. The notch is here, backwash, and this is backwash here. This is winterized.
Right, that's closed, that's winterized, that's
That's
backwash.
backwash.
I
And
love how
those-
clear they make it.
Well,
You know, you need to
Yeah.
be specific about this stuff, and they stick it on the side, you know,
Yeah.
every one of the descriptions.
so that's
Okay.
it. I leave this open. There's going to be air circulating. I put the one in the bottom. Okay, we had to do that to get the air pressure up,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. It's that simple.
Okay. And then open filter pressure gauge
Copper filter. And that's it.
all the way.
Now, the only other thing you want to, like you already did, is you tighten it down so nobody kicks them and opens them. If you open them, you're going to relieve the pressure in there, but you still have the valves closed. you know, the caps.
Right, right. So the point is, the most important thing is no water gets into there.
Right.
And that's not going to happen because this gets kicked open.
And
but-
those are open. So the
Okay.
tubes are closed. And this you put away,
Okay.
and we sit and have a beer.
Wow, that was pretty quick.
Well, pretty quick compared to what? We had to go to Bob's house to get the,
Well, and I still have to do the cleanup, so.
well, we got to put the top on.
Yeah, we do have to put the top on, but.
Let me bring this home while you're back, okay?
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Now I'll type all this up, and then you can sell it in a little booklet on eBay. That's how I'll pay you back.
You can tell. I'd rather do it.
I'm thinking perhaps they've murdered her.
Well, let's finish if you want to finish, and then I'll sit down.
Finish what?
Gotta put the cover on.
Oh. You want to do that now?